Hey everybody, how is it going? It's your boy Lucas here. I am vacationing in Destin, Florida, but that's no excuse not to get this review of Between the Buried Enemies Automata 2 in. So let's recap a little bit. This is the second part of the Automata series. The first one, Automata 2, Automata 1 came out in the beginning of the year, and now we have the second part of it. The whole concept behind this is there's this company that's taking advantage of this character in the story, and they're broadcasting his dreams out for everyone to watch as entertainment. They're not private, everyone can see them. So, whenever I describe the tracks, I'm going to describe to you the number that they are in Automata 2 and what the overall track number is on the whole actual arcing Automata series. So, the very first track we get, which number 1 on Automata 2, it's the 7th one when the tracks overall, is called The Proverbial Below. It is a 13-minute track, and we go on plenty of rides on here. It opens up with a little instrumental going on. We have some banjo that shows up, which is pretty cool. We have some heavy parts. We have some solos. We have some acoustic parts. It's a very long ride. It's very cool. It's your typical progressive BTBAM track. It's a really cool opener for the second part of the series here, and it has plenty of cool stuff in it. So the next track up is Glide, which would be number 8 overall, 2 on Automata 2. And it's 2 minutes and 14 seconds. It's really short, but it's one of the funnest tracks on here. You have some accordion stuff going on in the beginning. It kind of has this like ragtime feel to it. You have some lyrics in there toward the end. Well, about midway through or so, the lyrics kick in. They're not in a whole lot, but they're in there. Like I said, this track is super fun. It's just super creative, and it's super nice to have this toward the end of the entire album. So the next track up, which is gonna be number 9, overall number 3 on Automata, on Automata 2, is Voice of Trespass. And what Voice of Trespass is actually the name of the company that's taking advantage of the character and broadcasting his dream of him looking for his family. Voice of Trespass takes some cues from Glide, and it's really entertaining song to listen to, because when it opens up, it has this the rhythm that the guitars are playing are very bouncy. It's do 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 do. It's kind of like a fun. It's very fun, just like Glide was. This one goes. You have some solos. You have another acoustic little breakdown part in there. Um, it's a very fun track. This is one of my favorite tracks on the entire Automa series. So the very last track that we have is called The Grid. It's 10 minutes. It's the closing track, number 10 of the entire series. We're wrapping up the story here, and normally Bitty Bam albums end, they explode when they end. It's very ferocious, but this is a little bit different. And normally I don't like it when albums end like this, but this song is very soaring. It's very soothing. You have some synths in there. You have some solos. The best way I can describe it is the song is it's very epic. It's very soaring. It's kind of relaxing. I mean, we're wrapping up the story of the guy wandering around in his dream looking for his family, and it ends very soothing and very quietly. So overall, the 4 songs that we have here in Automata 2, I think I'm going to give Automata 2 itself a 4 out of 5, which kind of brings the entire Automata 1 into, brings about a 3.5 out of 5. I think I would give both of them a 4 out of 5. I think it is pretty cool. It it does like the album as a whole. Some of the top songs miss a little bit. You have some fillers in there, but on Automata 1, Blot and Yellow Eyes are 2 of my favorite songs. I like that they broke up the album into 2 parts, because I think that's smart, because you can kind of keep hype up around yourself all year, because a lot of times when you release an album, people just forget about you, and then they're waiting for the new one. But if you kind of, break it up, keep the hype up, you keep the hype around your music up all year. But I think where it hurt the album is that it's just a concept album. And for concept albums, if you're missing pieces of them, it's hard to digest, and you don't exactly know where songs fit in and where things are going to go. But overall, I think this is a pretty decent offering. I think this is better than Coma Ecliptic. It's kind of the same feelings dealing with sleep. This one's a little bit more adventurous. It's a little less boring per se, because I know a lot of people didn't like Coma Ecliptic. They said it was very boring. It had a lot of weird stuff going on. It just wasn't that colors type of BTBAM that people were used to and that they loved. But I think this one keeps some elements from Coma, but then they mix in a lot more fun stuff in here, and I think it's pretty cool overall. But enough about what I think. What do you think? Do you like this one? Do you hate it? Do you still wish they would make another Colors type album? Let me know in the comments down below. I think I'm going to throw in some sunscreen, and I'm about to hit the beach. Peace.